In this video, I'm going to show you some creative ways to make Facebook posts to promote your mortgage is the example I'm going to use, but you can do this for insurance, you can do this for real estate. And we're going to also do it with Canva just to make it super simple to do the kind of design portion of this. So one of the things in the mortgage industry that really kind of gets everybody's attention, particularly consumers, is mortgage rates. Real estate, you could do home prices, those sorts of things. Insurance could be some other things, but I like to just go grab an article, a current article or headline, and I'm just going to do this in Google. Just search for whatever, switch to the news, so you can kind of grab a current like hot headline or one that jumps out at you. This one makes it pretty timely. You know, it's the lowest since a certain date, and this was just published yesterday. So they'll grab their attention. It'll have a current date on it. It'll seem super relevant. You get to leverage kind of the creativity of news organizations and creating headlines to sort of catch consumers' attention. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. And normally I like to take these screenshots on my mobile phone. So I'm going to go ahead and actually show you how to do that as well. If you've got Chrome, it's on your phone as well. You can grab this. You can certainly grab a screenshot here, however you normally grab screenshots, and that'll work. But I'm actually going to send this one to my phone, and we're going to take a screenshot there. So what this will do is it'll take this Chrome session, it'll throw it to your phone. The other thing is it gives you, because of the design I'm going to show you, it gives you kind of a nice narrow headline to show. So that's there, and then I'm going to take that image and I'm going to push it back to my desktop. So again, you can just take screenshots however you do. I'm going to actually do another video to show you how to do all of this actually on your phone. So that'll make it even easier for you to just kind of do everything on your phone. I know most of us do it that way anyway, but today I'm just going to show you the mechanics first on the desktop, because maybe it's a little bit easier to demo and see. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Canva. And this is a free tool. You can buy it to get more enhanced features. It'll try to get me to buy it, but I'm just going to show you everything you can do for free. So we'll want to go to some templates. We're going to do a Facebook post, and we're just going to use the blank one. There's all kinds of different ones you can do in here. You can try some of this, but for the purposes of what we're doing, you can just use the blank one because we're kind of doing something a little different. So you can go ahead and you can upload your media. I'm going to go ahead and upload that picture that I just did. I think it's there. We go. Okay, so we got that latest headline. I'm just going to drag it over here to the canvas. And I'm going to stick it in the top corner there and then just use this. It's important to grab the corner here because it'll keep everything sort of relationally when you expand it. If you grab one of the edges, it can stretch and make it kind of look funny. I took this, again, I can show you this on our mobile phone video, but I just took a silly selfie, right on my phone and then sent it to myself the same way. So I've got that here. And it's kind of got that call me sort of aesthetic to it. So I'm going to just stick that in there, and we're going to make that a little bigger. Actually, you know what? We want to make these compliant, so I'm going to kind of show you how to do that. So do something just slightly different here. We're going to leave a little white space down here, and we're going to go ahead and put our logo with the NMLS number down here. If I can get it from going into... I don't know why Canva does that. It's a little weird. So it tries to fit it in the space, so I have to kind of pull that out of the way. All right, and now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of shrink this down. We want to make it, a decent size so that it's readable. So from a compliance perspective, and I'm not your compliance officer, obviously you'd have to check all these things over with compliance, but you want to make it big enough that people can read it real easy. By putting it in the image, I don't really have to worry about that NMLS number showing up. The other thing, and I'm going to show you how to do the text version of this when we actually build the post, It's also a good idea to put your name and your personal NMLS number in there as well in the text. But this should be, for the most part, sort of suffices from the standpoint of the NMLS number of the organization. Okay, so now I've got kind of a different sort of, if you scroll through your Facebook, this is going to look different. It's going to look weird. And so you've got to get over your own ego sometimes and set yourself up to look a little strange, a little weird, but it's going to catch their attention. They're going to see this weirdo face. They're going to see this current headline, and then we're going to put some text to this. And this will be a nice compliant, and it's going to jump out at you. And I like to do it as personal Facebook posts because you've got all your friends and family, all your potential referrals. They're all kind of captured inside of Facebook already if you use it even a little bit. So you can go ahead and put something like this in there, and it'll really kind of jump out. It'll feel useful because you're telling people something they're probably not reading. They're not reading mortgage rates. They're not reading about the real estate market. They're not paying attention to their insurance. So by giving them a relevant headline, you're sort of kind of informing them, and so it feels a little more informational. Then we're going to just go ahead and download this. And then while we're doing that, we're just going to jump over to Facebook. And we are going to, I'm going to actually pull up some text that I wrote before. Again, I like to do these kind of as small chunk videos. So I'll do a separate one sort of on copywriting, but I'll do this, I'll just kind of use some copy that I've already used here. But later I'll kind of talk about how I kind of structure this. So you can see I've already done some of these kind of campaigns. I'm going to go down and use, let's use one of these refi ones. Okay. You know what? I'm going to use, let's use this just for sample sake. All right. And then I'm going to go back to Facebook. I'm going to just go do a regular post. I'm going to go ahead and throw my text in there. So a couple things that are important, and again, we'll do more on sort of copywriting later, but these first couple lines are going to be the most important because when you post it, it's going to truncate this and they're not going to be able to see this, but this will be interesting enough that it'll get them to open it up. And then the other thing I like to do is I like to go and use my own loan officer profile page. So I'll grab an example of that real quick. So if you've got with your lender, you've got a loan officer profile page and it's got a link to your application, then I would suggest using that as your link. And so again, I talked about, potentially making this compliant, All right, so I'm going to use that as a link, and then I just go ahead and throw my name under here. In this example, I'm using Nick here, and then I'll put my NMLS number under there as well. So that way I have my NMLS number in the text, I have the company's NMLS number in the image, and it should be okay in that case. I'll get rid of this little image it automatically put in there, and then I'm going to add my image, and this is what's going to sort of grab their attention. And now you can see I've got a Facebook post. And so if we post this, just to show you what it's going to look like. There you go. In a matter of 5 minutes, this is the see more I was telling you about. Kind of grabs their attention. But there you go. In a matter of 5 minutes, I got a nice Facebook post. Super easy. So I'll put some links in here. Obviously, you need to get Canva. But other than that, you're just kind of using your mobile phone and putting this. So definitely check out the rest of these videos. I've got a course that's kind of being put together here. And I'll also show you a video on how to do all this on your phone so you can do it quick and on the go. All right. Look forward to seeing you on the next one.